I knew something was wrong the moment I saw her smile. Too soft, too secret, too far away from me. But nothing prepared me for what I saw the night I finally gathered the courage to watch the footage from the camera I'd hidden in her car. The first clip opened with her sliding into the driver's seat, humming. She never hummed around me anymore. When the passenger door opened and he climbed in, my chest went hollow. He leaned over and kissed her cheek like he'd done it 1,000 times. And she let him. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I didn't even pause the video. I just sat there at 2 a.m., with the blue light of the laptop screen burning into my face, feeling something inside me crumble in slow motion. I had installed that camera 2 weeks earlier, begging to be wrong. I told myself it was paranoia, stress, imagination. I blamed work pressure, our growing distance, even myself. But I never blamed her. Not until that moment. The footage kept playing. They talked in low voices, laughing in a way she hadn't laughed with me in months. She looked young again. Alive. Like someone had turned her back into the woman she was before she married me. My throat tightened as she reached across the console and placed her hand on his thigh. Paused it there. I couldn't breathe. People think betrayal hits like a punch. Doesn't. It's quieter. It's like standing barefoot on broken glass. Every movement hurts, but you keep shifting your weight, hoping it will stop. The next morning she acted normal. She kissed me on the forehead and said she'd be home late from work. Her eyes didn't even flicker. Maybe she was practiced. Maybe she was numb. Or maybe she assumed I would never see what she hid so carefully. I watched her pack her laptop bag, her hair tied loosely, her perfume floating behind her like a lie. She looked beautiful. She looked cruel. When the door closed, my entire world went silent. I couldn't sit still, so I watched the rest of the footage. More drives. More conversations. More touches. More stolen moments she never gave me. One clip made me grip the edge of the table until my hand shook. She was parked outside a lakeside restaurant. He leaned in, kissed her, slow, familiar, possessive. Then she said something I will never forget. Sometimes I feel like I'm living 2 lives, and the wrong one is at home. She laughed afterward like it was harmless. But it killed me. I spent the whole day thinking about our 5 years of marriage, our late-night talks, the promises we made. I thought about the first time she cried on my shoulder and said she felt safe with me. I thought about the miscarriage we survived together. The way she held my hand in the hospital. Were those memories real? Or were they just convenient? By sunset, the heartbreak turned into something sharper. Not rage. Not revenge. Just clarity. If she wanted 2 lives, then I would show her what living without me felt like. I didn't confront her that night. I didn't scream or break things. I cooked dinner. I set the table. I lit candles. When she came home, her eyes widened slightly, surprised, maybe touched, maybe guilty. "Wow," she said, smiling nervously. "This looks nice." "It's been a while," I replied. We ate. She talked about work. I nodded. She never asked about my day. She didn't notice the way my hand shook every time I lifted my glass. Halfway through dinner, her phone buzzed. She glanced at it, then placed it face down. That was when I knew she had no intention of stopping. I waited 3 more days. 3 days of pretending. 3 days of quietly packing my clothes and moving important documents to a storage unit she didn't know about. 3 days of transferring money into a separate account. And during those 3 days, I kept watching the camera footage. Not because I wanted to hurt myself, but because I needed the truth burned so deeply into me that I wouldn't back out when the time came. Her lies deserved no softness. On Friday afternoon, while she was still at work, I did the only thing that made sense. I emailed her the video clips. All of them. No message. No explanation. No accusation. Just truth. Then I left the house and went to my brother's place. I turned off my phone and sat in silence, feeling the weight of 5 years finally fall off my shoulders. An hour later, my phone buzzed non-stop: calls, texts, voice messages. I ignored all of them. She went from frantic messages to desperate ones to angry ones. Then she sent one that almost broke me. "Please come home. I can explain." Explain what? Her hand on his thigh? His lips on hers? The way she said her wrong life was with me? There was nothing left to explain. Around midnight, she sent a final message. "I'm at home. Please. Let's talk." I didn't respond. Instead, I returned the next morning with a friend as a witness. She was sitting on the couch, eyes red and swollen. "Why would you spy on me?" she whispered. It was such a cruel question, so backward, so self-centered that I almost laughed. "You cheated," I said simply. "I didn't spy. I confirmed." She broke down, grabbing at my arm, but I stepped back. Her tears weren't for me. They were for the life she was about to lose. "I can fix this," she cried. "I don't want it fixed," I said. And for the first time since watching the footage, I felt honest. "I just want my self-respect back." I handed her the divorce papers I'd already signed. Her face went unreadable, then devastated. She signed them with shaking hands. "It's been 6 months now. People ask if I regret it, walking away, ending everything so suddenly. No. I regret only the years I spent trying to be enough for someone who had already made up her mind. But I will tell you this. The day I watched that footage, something painful but necessary happened. I stopped loving the version of her I had invented, and I started choosing the version of myself who deserved better.